Assembly Member Qureshi.
Thank you, Chair. I'm just going to talk to the environmental part of the Labour amended budget with covering three elements: poor air quality, fuel poverty and aircraft noise with our proposals. The first is, as Nikki mentioned, our 10-point plan for air quality, given it's become the major public health concern, given what we know of the emerging evidence that's been revealed in the past year or so, and it's certainly become the silent killer which dwarfs anything that we see amongst cyclists and other casualties on our roads. Firstly, we want a bigger and stronger ultra-low emission zone, particularly one which gives the option for London boroughs like Islington, Camden and Hackney to join the central zone that TfL are proposing. A target date for a total ban on the most polluting vehicles. Further extensive testing to verify Euro 6, which needs to be more fully effective given some of the reservations people have of this European standard. Better planning for new charging points for the zero emissions capable taxis, particularly with electric ones. Making sure the licensing regime, when dealing with newly licensed taxis, make sure that the cars themselves meet Euro standards when they come on stream. We also want to see TfL increase their accountability and transparency on the retrofitting programme, something that we don't think they have been with their misleading press releases on the subject, and certainly an acceleration of the bus retrofitting programme. Furthermore, any monies not consumed by the ULEZ should be ring-fenced for investment in pollution mitigation schemes. And finally, as Nikki has touched on, a clean air routes to school programme. Our second proposal is the HEAT, the Home Energy Advice Team. This would be a new service to provide 5 core functions, particularly to the 250,000 households in London now in fuel poverty, particularly those in private rented homes. We would want to provide them with advice and support for those in risk of fuel poverty, maximise the energy company obligation that many energy companies have got but haven't actually spent in London, and we need to maximise that uptake, as well as the uptake of support on programmes like the Warm Home Discounts across London. We would also want to provide a single point of referral for health, housing, social care and third sector partners across the region, as that's seen as a very good way of getting through to fuel poverty households. All this so that we can reduce access winter deaths and hospital admissions across London. And to do this, we will follow the example of Islington Borough Council in setting up a single telephone helpline number, a website and an outreach team who will attend community events and lead direct engagement. If it's good enough for Islington, I can't see why it's not good enough for the rest of London.
Well said.
Finally, we have aviation noise. As I mentioned with the Mayor, last week it was reported something like 86,000 additional noise complaints over a 5-month period were made when the recent flight paths were being tested. That's an astronomical extension on the numbers of complaints, and I think demonstrates more clearly than anything the need to re-establish the GLA noise team to help monitor and develop solutions to the aviation noise pollution problem that we have. It's needed to update the Mayor's noise strategy. He has actually got statutory responsibility, which hasn't been updated since February 2004, and particularly set guidelines for the mitigation schemes offered by airports to residents and seek parity between schemes offered by the individual airport operators, principally to Heathrow and City Airport, as they're the two operating airports in Greater London. We need to do this if we're to make something a future statutory regulator of aviation noise, as quite clearly the Department of Environment is neglecting this responsibility within its department. I think it's best set here at City Hall through the Mayor's office, and we've put aside £250,000 for this purpose. Those are the three main proposals in our environmental amendments to the Labour budget. I trust they will be of interest, particularly from what I can hear from this morning in the letter with the aircraft noise issue.